Proactor has redefined the concept of an AI teammate. It doesn't simply wait for instructions, it actively thinks for you in real time. Meanwhile, Meta is throwing offers worth $100 million at OpenAI engineers, but still facing rejection. Over in China, a live streamer's AI clone just hosted a 6-hour broadcast, sold millions of dollars in products, and completely outperformed the streamer's real-life numbers. And as if that wasn't enough, a mysterious video model called Kangaroo revealed itself as Miniax's Haluo02, surpassing Google's VO3 with 1,080 pixel clips that look like they belong in a movie trailer. This week, AI didn't just make progress. It took over the meeting room, the job market, the shopping cart, and now your screen. Let's dive into it. First up, Proactor. The team behind Proactor is claiming it as the world's first proactive AI agent. They aren't shy about this bold claim. The whole idea is that the assistant doesn't sit idle, waiting for prompts. It joins your Zoom or Meet calls automatically, transcribes everything in real time, and, here's the kicker, takes action the moment something arises. If someone casually mentions, "We should turn that into a Jira ticket," before they even finish, Proactor has already created the ticket, assigned it, and dropped the summary into the chat. This is possible because Proactor doesn't rely on short-term memory, unlike the old-school note-takers we've all tried. Their architecture uses what they call global context perception, which means it remembers decisions made last month, who promised what, which action items are completed, and even the reasoning behind choices. If you ask Proactor about last quarter's migration plan, it instantly finds the document, reminds the team of any open follow-ups, and nudges the right people without anyone asking. Under the hood, the system works with 3 core pillars: context-aware processing, always knowing the historical background, a memory stack that spans multiple sessions, and real-time action. For instance, during a developer stand-up, Proactor labels each speaker, adds timestamps, and as soon as the back-end engineer mentions, "We need another load test," a separate channel lights up with a test plan template, half-filled and ready to go. The experience feels less like Siri for meetings and more like a second brain, acting like a teammate. The marketing is leaning heavily into the fear of missing out, with their landing page shouting, "Join the waitlist now," promising that Proactor will lead every conversation, not follow. Examples are sprinkled in, like sales reps getting real-time Q&As, recruiters seeing auto-generated comparisons between a candidate's responses and job requirements, journalists fact-checking on the fly, and students gaining instant resource links while the professor is mid-sentence. They're marketing it as the #1 proactive AI teammate, aiming to eliminate post-meeting busy work by dropping fully formatted follow-up emails into your drafts the moment you hang up. Whether the product lives up to this claim remains to be tested, but the ambition is certainly clear. Now, let's jump to the corporate drama. OpenAI's Sam Altman confirmed something that had already been buzzing around. Meta, under Mark Zuckerberg, has been making huge offers to OpenAI engineers, with signing packages surpassing $100 million. Altman mentioned this during a podcast with his brother Jack, sounding amused and proud. So far, none of OpenAI's top talent has jumped ship. Meta is on the hunt for talent to build its new superintelligence team, led by former Scale AI CEO Alexander Wang. Remember, Meta scooped up Scale AI for around $14.3 billion. Despite the 9-figure offers, Altman says OpenAI's engineers believe in the mission and feel the equity upside looks brighter where they are. He even suggested that Meta's focus on raw compensation, rather than a shared vision for artificial general intelligence, might harm their culture in the long run. Switching gears to the world of AI voiceovers, here's something you might want to check out: Podcastle. They're sponsoring today's video. AI voices are often tough to find, but Podcastle makes it surprisingly easy with over 1,000 lifelike voice options. You can get anything from intense narrators to smooth, relaxed storytellers, and even anime-style characters. The switching is instant, and the realism is next level. What's more, It costs around 4 times less than most other tools that offer similar voice quality. Plus, you can clone your own voice to use across podcasts, videos, audiobooks, and other projects. They even have a new async API, so you can integrate their voice tech directly into your platform. If you're looking for flexibility and quality at a budget-friendly price, it's worth checking out. Back to the OpenAI and Meta drama. The headhunting efforts haven't been subtle. Meta made offers to lead researcher Noam Brown, Google Brain veteran Korori Kavakulo, and others, but all turned them down. Meanwhile, talent is shifting everywhere in AI. Anthropic has lured OpenAI co-founder John Schulman, and DeepMind's people keep scattering. Every lab is pitching its path to safe superintelligence to convince engineers they're on the right team. The takeaway? The AI recruiting gold rush has escalated again. When a signing bonus alone hits $100 million, it's clear that these companies are betting their futures on winning over top talent. Let's now turn to the streets, or rather, the screens, of China's live commerce scene. What BU pulled off last weekend is incredible. Lu Yonghao, one of China's biggest celebrity streamers, hosted a 6-hour sales marathon, pushing 133 different products, ranging from premium Baiju to everyday gadgets, and drew over 13 million live viewers. But here's the twist. Lu himself wasn't even there. The entire show was run by an AI-generated digital twin of him, built using BU's Ernie stack. The avatar mimicked his voice, jokes, facial expressions, and even his habit of tapping the table while making a point. The AI and a synthetic co-host bounced banter back and forth, interacted with the audience, and kept the flow going for 6 hours without a single mistake. During the event, the AI-hosted stream racked up over 55 million yuan in sales, around $7.5 million, beating Lu's own performance from a month ago in just 26 minutes. BU says this is no one-off. Over 100,000 digital humans are already streaming in China, reducing broadcasting costs by more than 80% and boosting average transaction volume by 62%. Because these avatars never sleep, stores can run 24/7 live streams with perfect consistency. Analysts note that China's live commerce market has exploded from $61 billion in 2019 to $695 billion in 2023, and AI is pushing that curve even steeper. Lu himself admitted afterward that he was shocked by the avatar's sales power, joking that he felt dizzy watching a robot replicate his style so well. Though, he might also be eyeing some royalty checks. There's still a trust gap though. Many shoppers say they buy because they connect with the human host's authenticity, but these avatars are getting so good that it's becoming hard to spot the difference. A little more refinement, and that quirk will likely disappear. Once consumers accept that a digital host can be endorsed by the real person and still deliver value, the economics are hard to resist. Brands reduce payroll costs, never worry about sick days, and can maintain perfect compliance with messaging in real time. Lastly, let's talk about a fresh model flexing its muscles in the video generation space, Miniax's Haluo02. If you follow the AI video generation leaderboard, you've probably noticed a mysterious model called Kangaroo skyrocketing up the ELO scores. Turns out that was Haluo02 under a code name. As of this week, it's ranked second globally, with an ELO above 1,300, nestled between ByteDance's Kansei 1.0 at the top and Google's V3 just behind. The standout feature of this model is its native 1080p output, which very few commercial models can achieve right now. Clip durations typically land between 6 to 10 seconds, making it ideal for social media teasers, cinematic transitions, or quick establishing shots in longer edits. The motion is impressively stable, with smooth pans, dolly moves, and even acrobatic physics, without the jittery feel older diffusion models sometimes produce. Miniax uses a diffusion-based transformer backbone, similar to DIT, but optimized for filmic bursts. It supports text-to-video, image-to-video, and a subject reference mode where you feed in a photo of an object or character and can direct the camera around it. With interfaces like Focal or VideoTube, you can type casual commands like a dragon flying past a misty mountain, camera tracking below, and Haluo02 usually nails it in one go. No complicated prompt engineering required. They even offer director presets, so you can tell the AI to pan, tilt, or zoom, and it obeys with smooth spatial continuity between frames. When scenes get more complex, like involving lava rivers, thunderstorms, or flocks of birds, the textures may warp or the backgrounds ripple, but the motion stays coherent. For short, punchy footage, the quality-to-cost ratio is reportedly record-breaking. Miniax is still a relatively unknown name outside of Asia, but the Shanghai startup, founded in 2021 by former X-Sense Time folks, is backed by Alibaba and Tencent. They've been releasing daily updates under the hashtag #Miniax Week, with the 02 release touting best-in-class instruction following and native 1080p output, which puts it ahead of Google's V03 in both resolution and cost efficiency. Long-form generation is the next frontier, with ByteDance's Kansei still leading, but Haluo's rise shows how quickly things can change in the AI video generation world. Now, let's be real. Would you trust an AI clone to sell products better than a human?